Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today we have an Age of Sigmar battle report for you, and today I'm going to be playing with the Disciples of Tzeentch, and my little brother, he's going to be playing with the Stormcast Eternals. We're going to be playing a 750 point game. I know we've been showing off a bunch of videos talking about how to get into Warhammer Age of Sigmar and using 750 point armies. So I wanted to show a 750 point battle report on the channel. I think it's a really fun sort of game size. It's fast, it's quick, and really interesting. Like, there's a lot you can do with 750 point games, I do think. So yeah, I'm going to be playing some Tzeentch. My little brother's going to be playing with some Stormcast. So let's get checking out those armies. We're going to be playing the scenario First Blood. 3 objectives diagonally across the table, each of them worth 1 point. So it's, 1 point for controlling 1, 1 point for controlling 2, 1 point for controlling more. All the standard sort of scenario stuff. This is pretty much the basic scenario for Warhammer Age of Sigmar 3rd edition. So let's go check out those armies. And so here we have our little 750 points of Disciples of Tzeentch. We're going to be playing in the Pyrofane sub-faction, and our Ogroid Thaumaturge is going to be our general. He's going to have the command trait Shrouded in Unnatural Flames, which gives him -1 to be hit from shooting attacks. And then we're going to have the spell Infusion Arcanum to boost up his combat potential on him. We then got a Magister who's going to have the artifact Chainfire Amulet, boosting up his shooting attack. And then he's going to have the spell Shield of Fate. For our Battleline unit requirement, we've got a unit of 20 Karak Acolytes, and then as a coalition ally, we've got a unit of 10 Chaos Warriors with the mark of Tzeentch. And here we have 750 points of Stormcast Eternals. For starters, we're going to be playing in the Celestial Vindicators sub-faction. We're then going to have a Lord Arcanum on Gryph-charger, who's going to be our general and have the Master of Magic command trait and the Amulet of Destiny as his artifact. He's also going to have Scintillating Trail as his mount trait for the Gryph-charger, and he's going to have the spell Azerite Halo. Backing him up, we've got 2 units of 5 Sequitors and a unit of 5 Evocators. We're then going to have the Holy Command for the army being Call for Aid to bring back one of the Redeemer units. We're also going to be playing in a Stormkeep army to make those Redeemer units even better. Before the game begins, we'd like to give a shout out to, first of all, Mithras Games, who provides us with our battle mats for our battle reports. You can find a link in the description of the video to their website. And also give a shout out to Terrainheim, who provided us with this fantastic battle tracker. It has everything for victory points, command points, faction points for your summoning and all that. It's got all your battle tactics here, things like Finest Hour and Heroic Leadership markings. What's great is this is all magnetic, so it all can get compacted nicely together as well. And then you flip this one over, put it back, and it folds up and keeps all nice and safe so nothing falls out. And so everything is all deployed on the table for our 750 point game. For the Tzeentch, we've got our Warriors of Chaos and the Ogroid over here, and then we've got our Karak Acolytes with the Magister behind them. For the Stormcast Eternals, the Evocators, the Lord Arcanum on Gryph-charger, and some Sequitors in the centre there, and on this flank we've got another unit of Sequitors. And so, before the game begins, we're going to roll our Fate Dice for Tzeentch. What do we get? So we've got 2 6s, 2 2s, 2 3s, a 1, 4, and 5. And so, first turn to the Stormcast Eternals. Start off, we've picked our battle tactic. So we've gone for aggressive expansion with the Stormcast Eternals. Now I'm going to try and generate a command point for Heroic Leadership on a 4+. You do, so your Lord Arcanum on Gryph-charger has an extra command point to spend. I'm then going to go for the same thing. We're going to do it on the Ogroid Thaumaturge here. It goes off on a 4+, so he's got Heroic Leadership here as well. Now into Magic. Alrighty, so start off, we're going to cast Empower with the Evocators. So need a 6. That's an 8. Right, I'm going to try and Dispel with the Ogroid Thaumaturge. That's a 7, so no, Empower goes off. So they will have +1 to wound on the Evocators. And then the Lord Arcanum on Gryph-charger next. Alright, and the Lord Arcanum on Gryph-charger is going to cast Azerite Halo, so we need a 5 to cast. That goes off on a 9. I'm going to try and Dispel, why not? 8, nope, fails again. So you're going to get Azerite Halo, putting it on the Sequitors there. And with that, that's the end of the hero phase, so we'll go into movement, and we'll come back after all of that is done. And so, end of the movement phase, it looks like this. The Sequitors have moved up along with the other Stormcast Eternals, And both the battle tactics, you've made sure you stayed outside of 9 of my units, so I can't use any redeploys to stop his battle tactic. So that's it, no shooting. So any charges to declare? No charges, cool. So with that said, end of the turn, you're going to get 1, 2 more for 3, and then 2 points for your battle tactic for a total of 5. And so, start of the Tzeentch turn for starters, we've gone with Conquer for our battle tactic, picking the objective over here, and then we're also going to pick the agenda, which is going to be Tides of Anarchy. And we're going to pick this unit here to take over this objective. What this will do at the end, if they complete it, if they end up controlling the objective while they get 9 or more models in their unit, they're going to get the ability to count as 2 models instead of 1 for the purposes of controlling objectives. And so with that, we're also going to go into our battle tactics. So we're going to go for Heroic Leadership again on our Ogroid. He gets it again, so he's got Heroic Leadership again. And then the Lord Arcanum will try the same thing as well. Doesn't get it, so loses its Heroic Leadership for this turn. Right, so Ogroid's going to start. We're going to use Infusion Arcanum on him. So goes off on a 5, fails to cast actually on a 3. So then we'll go with the Wizard here, who will use Shield of Fate from our Magister. That goes off on an 8. So you can try and dispel that if you want. You're going to need a 9 on dice. Nope, so that'll give me another Summoning Point and Shield of Fate. So at the moment, because I've got all 9 Destiny dice remaining, I'm going to get reroll save rolls on that unit of Karak Acolytes, and I'm also going to get the ability to ignore spells and endless spells effects on them. The Karak Acolytes are then going to cast their War Scroll spell. 3 that fails to cast as well, so no rend for their shooting this turn. So just an extra summoning point for 3. Not too crazy for magic this turn for Tzeentch. So let's go into movement and we'll come back after all of that's done. And so movement, we're finished. Chaos Warriors taking over the objective, so we're going to get our agenda there. Then the Ogre Thermitage moving up as well. Meanwhile, our Karak Acolytes are moved. They went on deadly terrain, rolled a 1, and one of them died from the deadly terrain. And the Magister just moving up behind them. So next, we're going to go into some shooting. So to start the shooting off, we're going to go with the Magister. So he's got 1 attack with his Tzeentchian Root Staff. Going to go into those Sequitors. That's a 6. So thanks to his artifact, that's going to be D3 mortal wounds on the Sequitors for 2. So that's just 1 Sequitor dead. And so then we'll have the Karak Acolytes shooting into the Sequitors as well. So we're getting +1 to hit thanks to being the Pyrofane cult. So we are 3 to hit. We're also using the command point for a rerolls to wound from the Immolate command ability from Pyrofane cult. And so 3 to wound, rerolling. Oh, lucky we got those rerolls because that was terrible. So rerolls. That many saves. No rend on them though. And so used all our defense, so he's got a 3-up save on the Sequitors. So it's 1, 2 more dead Sequitors from that unit. However, you'll be able to use, so take 1 and then, yeah, you've actually got Mystical. So we'll roll them first. So Mystical, we've actually put the wounds in here from the other dude as well, because that would have actually not died. So you still would have lost that dude, and you've lost 2 and 1. So you've lost another Sequitor, and then 1 wound goes on another model. And actually that wound won't go there because you were able to use Cycle of the Storm when the first model died, which is a cool ability the Lord Arcanum has, to restore a point of health after that other one died, but then you allocate another point, killing him anyway. And so, charges for Tzeentch, we're just going to go with the Ogroid Thermitage. So, we got a 3, so we're going to use our Heroic Leadership to re-roll that into a 6. That should get us in. So, 6, yep, he'll get in. Ogroid in there. And we'll fight with him first. And so, Ogroid's going first. So, we've got 2 attacks here. With his Great Horns, 3s to hit. We're going to use all out attack. So we're going to be 2s to hit. And we'll be 3s to wound. So that's 2 wounds. -2 with my Great Horns. So that's going to be, with all out defense, you're going to have a save of what do you go? 3, 4, 5. So a 5+ save, and then your 5+ ward. Saved them both. And we've got 3 attacks next from our Thermaturge staff. So 2s to hit, thanks to all-out attack. And 3s to wound. And so 1, -1, so a 4-up. Failed. So it's D3 damage for 2. 2 5-up wards required. Thanks to your Sequitors empowering. So 1 wound on them. And then I've got 4 attacks with my Cloven Hooves. 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. 2, no rends, so 2 3-ups. Save both of them. So just a single wound onto the Sequitors. And so he's just going to keep like that. He's not going to pile in because he doesn't want to draw in the Chaos Warrior. So 2 Great Maces into the Thermaturge attacking. So they are 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. 2 wounds. -1, yeah? Or -1. So this is a 6-up save on my Thermaturge. Saved 1, damaged 2, so I'm going to take 2 wounds. So we'll go to 2 wounds on the Thermaturge. And so, end of the turn, I'm going to take control of this objective, which means that unit there will complete the agenda. So we're going to get them counting as 2 models each now for objectives. And then I'm also going to control that one. So I'm going to have 1, 2 more, giving me the 3, plus my battle tactic for 5 points for the turn as well. So it is 5 to 5 going into turn 2. Alrighty, and so priority for turn 2, Tzeentch. Got a 1, 4 for the Stormcast. Stormcast taking it.
Yeah.
Cool. Stormcast Eternals, turn 2 coming up. And so, start of the Stormcast turn 2, he's going to pick Conquer for his battle tactic, picking this objective over here to take off me. And then we'll go into Heroic Action. So, Heroic Leadership on your Lord Arcanum. Gets it. So, he's got Heroic Leadership. I'm then going to try and do Heroic Recovery on the Ogre Thermaturge. That's under. So, heal D3 wounds for 1. So, I go to 1 wound remaining. Or 1 wound taken, sorry. So, Magic Evocators are going to cast Empower on themselves. It goes off on a 7. I'll try and dispel it. 7 doesn't get stopped, so that goes off. So they've got Empower. And then going to try and cast Azerite Halo again with the Lord Arcanum on Griffcharger. 4, you can reroll 1 attempt per turn thanks to your command ability, Mastery of Magic. So 4 still fails. So that does not go off. With that said, that's it for the hero phase, so time for movement. Alrighty, and so we are done with movement. Obviously, they didn't move, but we've moved over all our troops on this flank, going towards the Karak Acolyte. There are no shooting for the Stormcast, so it's time for some charges. Yeah, and so smartly, the 3 Sequitors are going to charge first. They're in with a 7, so we'll move them in, and I'm going to use Unleash Hell on them. And so, -1 to hit, but we've still got +1 to hit thanks to being Pyrofane Cult, so 4 to hit on Unleash Hell. And then we've got 3s to wound. So, there's your armor saves.
So 4s?
So, 4s. It's going to be 1, 2 dead, so just 1 dead because you're going to be able to cycle the storm 1 back.
Take these 2.
Alrighty, and so next charge, Evocators charging in. They need something decent. 7, will that get them in? Not, oh yeah, because yeah, you'll be able to get him in there. And then lastly, the Lord Arcanum going in as well. 10, he's most certainly in. Kablamo. Alright, so start of the combat. Those Sequitors there, shielding or empowering their weapons?
Weapons.
Weapons over here.
Shields.
Shields over there, weapons over there. And you're going with your Lord Arcanum first, correct?
Yeah.
Cool. So his first attacks.
The Aether Stave.
So his Aether Stave.
Yep, 3s to hit.
3s to hit. Hits with everything. And 3s to wound, I believe.
Yep. So rend 1.
Rend 1. So Karak Acolytes. So 4 saves, -1 or -2 on your Aether Stave.
1.
-1. So these are going to be 6-up saves. So saved 1 damage from the Aether Stave.
2.
2. So 6 ward saves of 6-up. Thanks to my shields. Nope, that's going to be 6 dead Karak Acolytes, just straight up from that. And then the Griff Charger itself.
Razor Beak Claws.
3s to hit with the Razor Beak Claws.
1 hit.
Hits once, and then
3s to wound. Yep.
Ren
2.
Ren 2 on that, so I've got nothing damage.
1.
1, so just a 6-up ward, which I fail. So another one dies, so another shield. We're going to have to take a glaive at this point. So we'll go with the Karak Acolytes. Alrighty, so Karak Acolytes are piled back in. So we've got 4 attacks into the Vindicators with Cursed Glaives thanks to the champion. So we are 4s to hit. 2. And then 3s to wound for nothing. And then one of them into the Sequitors. He's just got a pair of blades, so he's forced to hit, re-rolling. And 3s to wound. 1 wound, no rend on the Sequitors. Saved. And then we have 1 blade with twin blades re-rolling. So 4 and 4. This is into the Arcanum, 1 hit. And 1 wound on the Arcanum. He's 3 up. Fine. And we've got 2 with just normal blades. No hits. And then a glaive into the Arcanum as well. No hits from that either. So that's it for the Karak Acolytes. So 2 Sequitors into the Thermaturge here. So 4 attacks. So empower. Yep, 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. 2.
Ren 1.
Ren 1, so there's going to be 6-up saves. Saved 1, so I take another 2. Taking 3 on him now. And then we'll go back with him. And so he is going to get his Brutal Rage ability because he's been wounded in this turn already. He's going to get to reroll hit and wound rolls. So we're going to go with him. So we're going to get 3s to hit. Both hit anyway, and 3s to wound. Re-rolling. Both wounds, so 2 and -2. That's failed both of them. And so 4 5-up wards now. 6 5-up wards. They are damaged 3 apiece. That is 5 damage onto the Sequitors. 3 attacks with the Thermaturge staff, 3s. And re-rolling, all hit. And then 3s. Re-rolling. 1 -1, so 1 5-up. D3 damage for 1. So 1 5-up ward. Save that. And we've got 4 attacks with my Cloven Hooves. 4s. Re-rolling. And 3s. Re-rolling. 4. No rend, so 4 4-ups. 2 failed, so 2 5-up wards. Pass both of them, so just the 5. And so 2 Sequitors only left against the Thermaturge. Back over here for the Stormcast Eternals though. Who are you going with
I'll
next?
attack with my Sequitors first.
Cool, so there's 5 attacks from this lot of Sequitors because you've got a prime there as well.
Yep.
So 3s, 6s explode with them. So you're actually going to get an extra hit in there as well, thanks to that 6. And so 3s to wound. Ouch, that is 6.
Ren 1.
So 6 6-ups. Absolutely nothing. They're all damage 1 though, thankfully. So
damage 2.
Damage 2 with the Sequitors, are they?
Yeah.
Ugh.
So that's 12 damage.
12 6-up wards. I think we're dead. Yeah. Karak Acolytes are obliterated. And so, end of the turn, you will get your battle tactic for Conquer, and then you get 1, 2, and more for controlling those 2 over there. Use the command point to keep your Sequitors in the fight. And so, another 5 points for the Stormcast Eternals. And so, Tzeentch-wise, start of the turn, I'm going to go Broken Ranks, picking this Sequitor unit here to kill. And then we'll go into the ability, heroic ability. So I'm going to go heroic healing on the Ogroid again. He heals for D3 again. So heals 3 this time. So he's back to full health. You go Heroic Leadership on a 4+. Got it. So Heroic Leadership stays on your Arcanum. Alrighty, so I'm not going to pick any of the agendas for Tzeentch this turn. None of them are really easy to do. I probably want to try and get one on the Ogroid next turn though. I've got a plan for that. So with that, let's get into some magic. The Ogroid is going to use Infusion Arcanum on himself, which goes off with an 8. So you can try and dispel that. You're going to need a 9. It's a 6, so it does not. We'll then cast Shield of Fate on this guy. So that will go off, so he's going to put it on himself while he tries to run away. And that'll be it for magic. Movement pretty quick here. The Sorcerer Lord just moves up to the top, and then we'll go into charges. So the Chaos Warriors are going to charge. That's an 8, so they'll get in there with the Ogroid as well. So we're going to start with the Ogroid Thaumaturge. He has to add 1 to hit in Rune Rolls, thanks to his Infusion Arcanum spell. So 2s to hit and 2s to wound. That is 2 at -2 on your Sequitors. Both of them will fail. So ward saves. So you've got 6 5-up ward saves to make. That is them dead straight away from the Ogroid. And so victory point 1 is at the end of the turn because that's it. Got 1 and then completed my battle tactic as well. Alrighty, and then yeah, he's used his Holy Command as well. Once per game ability to bring a Redeemer unit that was slain back from Call to Aid. Call for Aid, sorry. So with that, that's going to be the end of the turn. So let's go into priority for turn 3, Tzeentch. Got a 6. Stormcast. Got a 6 as well. So they're going to be able to choose turn priority. Taking it or giving it to Tzeentch?
Taking it.
Taking it? Cool. Stormcast Eternals, turn 3. With that, so going into the hero phase battle tactic for the Stormcast. Alrighty, so battle tactic wise, he's going to pick Ferocious Advance, picking his 3 units. They will have to end within 3 inches of each other at the end of the run phase. So, magic. Vindicators is going to cast Empower on themselves. 2 dice, trying to cast that 5. Goes off. I'm going to try and dispel you with my Ogroid. Fails, so now you've just got Azurite Halo from your Lord Arcanum, which goes off as well. So which unit's going to get that? Evocators are going to have Azurite Halo on them. And totally forgot, heroic abilities. So Ogre Thaumaturge is going to go Heroic Leadership. Doesn't get it. Heroic Leadership for you as well? Neither. So, well, that's what we get for forgetting. With that said, that's the end of the hero phase, so on to movement. And so, movement is all done. The Lord Arcanum coming for my Chaos Sorcerer Lord, my Magister, and then he's moved up the rest of his units there, completing his battle tactic. That said, charge phase, so you're going to charge your Lord Arcanum. Double 1, so you're going to need to re-roll that for a command point if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yep. 2 into a double 6, so from the worst thing to the best thing. So go for it, move your dude up. And so time to fire. I'm going to use all out defense. So you're using all out attack, I'm using all out defense. So you are needing, with your Aether Stave, 3s to hit, or 2s to hit now, thanks to all out attack. All hit, and 3s to wound. 2 wounds.
2 Ren 1.
Rend 1, so I'm going to ignore your rend, thanks to being in cover, and thanks to all that defense, still get +1. So I'm going to be on a 4-up save with my Magister. Save both.
Okay. And then my Razor Beak and Claws, which is 2s to hit.
All hit.
3s to wound.
Wanting some 6s, no 6s.
Ren 2.
Rend 2, so I'm going to ignore both points and get my generic save of a 5+. Which I saved none. However, this is mystical, so 3 6-up wards. Save 2 of them. I only take a wound.
Just 1 damage.
That was a pretty good save roll for my dude there. So he'll fight back. So the Magister, 1 attack at 4s to hit, misses. And so with that, that's the end of the turn. You're going to complete your battle tactic. you're going to get 1-2 more for another 5 points for the Stormcast Eternals. Alrighty, so top of the turn, battle tactic wise, what are we going to go with? And so we're going to go with aggressive expansion, picking 2 objectives not in our territory to hold. So we're going to try and take that middle one off you. We are going to try and absolutely slaughter you this turn. I'm also going to go for the agenda Reckless Abandon, and we'll put that on the Ogroid Thaumaturge. So let's go into some magic. The Ogroid Thaumaturge is going to use Infusion Arcanum on himself. That goes off on an 8. So you can try in a 9. Do not dispel it, so he's got +1 to hit and wound. And then the Magister here is going to go for Arcane Bolt. Goes off on a 9 as well. So you can try and dispel that one. You failed to do so. That'll be the end of my hero phase. At the end of the hero phase, I'm going to use my Arcane Bolt for D3 mortal wounds on your Lord Arcanum. For 1, you've got a 5-up ward on him though, which you failed, so he takes a wound. And so, movement time. Let's go through all the movement and we'll come back after it's done. And so, movement. Ogroid's moved up one side, Chaos Warrior's on the other. So, shooting, we're going to shoot the Magister into the Arcanum. So, got a 6, so it's just going to be D3 mortals. For another mortal, 1 5-up ward. Saved that one. So you saved the magic bolt to the face. Now, charge phase. And so we're going to use our Fate dice. So we're going to give them a 12-inch charge, and then we're going to give the Ogroid a 9-inch charge. So he's going to complete the agenda, giving him a +1 attack on all these weapon profiles. And so on a 2+ now, after the Ogroid has charged, he does D3 mortal wounds. So, yep, so D3 mortals to the Evocators for 1 mortal on them. So 1 wound on the Evocators. Yep, and then we're going to go with the Ogroid first. Going to take out these Evocators. Cool. And so start of the combat phase. Before that, he's gone with the weapons empowered on the Sequitors. So, Ogroid into the Evocators. I've got 3 attacks now, sorry, with my Great Horns. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s. 2 at -2. You've used all that defense, so Evocator's base save is 4. Goes to a 3, 4, 5-up save. Failed both, so there's 6 damage to the Evocators. So there's going to kill 2 and carry that wound over because they have 3 wounds each. And then 4 attacks with the Thaumaturge Staff, hitting on 2s. And wounding on 2s. 3 at -1, so these are 4-up saves. Failed 2, so 2d3 damage. For another 4, so it's going to kill another Evocator. And then 2 wounds on the next one. And lastly, 5 attacks with my hooves, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 2s. So 1 no run, so 1 3-up saved. That was a good bit of damage. And so he did roll a 6 on one of his saves, so a mortal wound back to me from Azerite Halo as well. So your turn to attack with someone.
My Sequitors into your group here.
Yep. And so I'm going to choose to go... Ooh, I don't need all that defense because I've got 10 models, so I've got +1 save anyway. And so Sequitors now into the Warriors of Chaos. So there's first weapon, the Sacrosanct weapons.
Yep.
So
3s to hit.
Yep.
6s do explode, I believe.
Yep, no 6s though, so 3 hits and 3s to wound. 3 at -1.
Yep.
Cool. So these are going to be on Warriors of Chaos. These are going to be a 4-up save. Save 2, will take a wound. And then your 7 attacks with the great weapons. So 3s to hit. That's an extra 2 hits, so 1 more dice in there.
1 more.
And then 3s to wound. Oh, so 5.
Yep.
Rend 1 still?
Yep.
So these are 4-up saves. Failed 1.
so 2 damage.
So it's going to be 3 damage in total, which I'm going to have 3 mystical saves from that terrain. Saved 1, so that means this is going to be a single Chaos Warrior falling. And we'll go the Chaos Warriors back into them. And so Chaos Warriors are going to attack back, so we are going to use all out attacks, so we are 2s to hit with them for a couple of misses, and then we're going to be 3s to wound into the Sequitors. It's going to be that many armor saves. No rend on these, so going to be your base save of 4+. Oh, that's not looking good. That's 1, 2, 3. You're going to be able to... We'll check Cycle of the Storm. And so 2 of them die. 1 of them cops a wound. Thanks to the Cycle of the Storm, he's able to remain alive. Now, going with the Lord Arcanum on Griff Charger, I'm going to use all-out defense again, giving me the +2 to my save. And so your attacks with the Aether Stave.
Yep, so
3s. 1 hit.
1 hit. 3s to wound. Yep, round 1.
Yep, so I'm going to get my +1 save thanks to all the bonuses I'm getting from cover and from the all-out defense. So I've got a 4-up saved.
So my Razor Beak and Claws.
Yep.
3s to hit.
3s to hit with the Razor Beak. And 3s to wound. 6s do Immortal. Nothing. I'll attack you back with my 1 attack. 4s to hit. I hit. 4s to wound. I wound. So 1 armor save at +1 due to cover. So 4-up will certainly do it. And then you've got your 2 Sequitors and your Evocators left. And so going into the Ogre Thermaturge now with the Evocators, 3s to hit. And 2s to wound, because +1 to wound thanks to your Empower spell. Oh, lovely. 3 1s is what I want to see. -1, correct?
Yep.
So 6 ups. Failed them all. So it's going to be 3 damage on the Ogroid. Take him to 4. And then you have 4 dice to roll for your mortals. That's going to be 4 mortal wounds, and that's going to kill the Ogroid. Oh dear, that's not looking good for me. And now you've just got your Sequitors left.
Yep, they've got...
And so just 2 attacks with the Sequitor there into the Chaos Warriors. Both hit. And don't wound, so that's that. Battle Shock, I only suffered 1 from the Chaos Warriors, so I don't care. The Evocators lost 3, their bravery is...
8.
8, so they won't care either. The Sequitors lost 2, their bravery is 7.
Yep.
So roll a dice on a 6, 1 will flee. 5, that's their bravery, so they are fine. So objective-wise, let's have a look at this. And so, end of the turn, I've got 18 models on the objective thanks to the Chaos Warriors counting as 2. You've only got 17 with the Stormcast, so going to take that, so I'm going to get my battle tactic of controlling 2 outside of my territory, so I'm going to get a full 5 points for the round. And so, priority for turn 4, here we go. And so, Tzeentch, got a 3, Stormcast, got a 2, Tzeentch is definitely going to take this. And so, battle tactic wise for the Tzeentch, turn 4. Alrighty, so battle tactic wise, Slay the Warlord is going to be the option. I don't really have many other options here for them. No agenda this turn because none of them I can complete. And so, let's go into Magic. We're going to go with Arcane Bolt on the Magister. Double 1s, so this means I take D3 Mortals. Ugh. For 2, and then Mystical, because 6 ups. Nope, so I take 2 wounds for myself trying to cast magic. Go to 3. That'll be it for my hero phase then. We'll go into movement. And so, end of the movement phase. We kept our Magister in the combat there. And then we're going to go with the Blue Horrors summoning over there, and that'll be it. So now time for some shooting. Magister is going to shoot into that Lord Arcanum. So, misses. We'll then get the blue horrors to shoot. Alrighty, so we're going to have the blue horrors. They're going to shoot into the Lord Arcanum. And so 5s to hit. And 4s to wound. 2 into him. Nah, save them both. So with that, that's it for my shooting. And so we'll go into combat. Chaos Warrior is going to fight. Alrighty, so we're going to go with the Chaos Warriors. They're going to go all into the unit with 3 Sequitors. So we're going to go with... No, we'll just stay. So 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. So that many saves. 4 up save. And so fails there. And 5 up wards. +1, so 3 wounds. So that's going to leave a model on a wound thanks to Cycle of the Storm. So you're going to go there. I'm going to use a command point to go for all-out defense on my Magister again. And so you're going to have 3 attacks with the 8th, 4 attacks, sorry, with the 8th stave, hitting on 3s, all hit.
And 3s to wound.
Yep, all wounds. So it's going to be 4 ups because of my +2. Failed 3, so it's going to be
damage 2.
Damage 2. So it's going to be 6 wards. Need a lot of 6s here. Oh, that's still not enough. That's still 3. It's going to kill the Magister. I think I got my summon out while I did. So you've just got your Sequitors and the Vindicators over there to go. So going with the 2 Sequitors that empowered their shields first. So just 3s to hit. And 3s to wound.
Nothing.
And then the other one, so being able to get both of them in now. So these are ones with empowered weapons. So 3s to hit, 6s explode. So it's going to be 3 wound rolls you get to make there. And so 3s to wound. 2. So 4 up saves. Save 1, failed 1, damage 2 with them, yeah?
Yep.
So 2 6 up wards. For a mystical, saved 1. So 1 wound so far. And then we're going to get your Vindicators to pile in as well. And so 9 attacks, sorry, between them, because they've got 4 attacks base each. So 9 attacks. Hitting on 3s. It's not the greatest roll.
No, it isn't.
But wounding on 2s because you still have him power up. There's 3 at -1, so 3 5 up saves. And a 6 up ward. Nope, so another that's going to kill a Chaos Warrior. And then 4 dice from your Lightning Arc. Every 4+ is 2 mortals. Nothing, so just kills a Chaos Warrior. We'll take 1 from there. Oh, no we won't. Yeah, we will take him. And so, end of the turn, I will control all the objectives on the board still, because we've both killed a model. And yours is actually worth 3 compared to my 2, so it actually means a lot more for you. So I'm going to get the full... I'm just going to get 3 points though, because I'm not going to complete my battle tactic of Slay the Warlord. And so, start of the phase, battle tactic-wise, it's going to be Broken Ranks, trying to kill my Battleline unit. And then, going to go for some Heroic Leadership, or Finest Hour on your Arcanum.
Go Finest Hour.
Finest Hour. I've got no heroes to do anything with, so it's just Finest Hour on him. So, magic-wise, Vindicators using Empower on themselves. For 4, that does not go off. Lord Arcanum can cast... he can cast Mystic Shield, or Healing Light, or cast Azerite Halo on himself. He's going to cast Azerite Halo on himself. Fails to cast anyway, can re-roll that due to Mastery of Magic. So takes D3 mortals. For 3. So 3 5 up wards. Takes 2, so he goes up to 3. With that, that's it for movement. So we'll go into... Sorry, that's it for the hero phase. We'll go into movement. And so, charges. Lord Arcanum charging. Anything but a double 1 sees him in. He's into the Chaos Warriors. And we just broke him. And so, he's all fixed. Super glue at the ready. He's got to roll a deadly test though, so roll a 1. No, he's fine. He just tripped. So, your turn to attack. So, who's going first?
Okay.
Alrighty, so both secondary units have picked weapons to empower, and he's going to attack the Vindicators first, so 9 attacks between the two of them. And so they're going to need 3s to hit. And 2s to wound thanks to empower. Yeah, they cast empower, didn't they?
Yeah.
So saves on my end. He's going to be -1, so 5 ups. And then 6 ups. No, so that's 2 dead Chaos Warriors. And then 4 dice. Mortal wounds. It's going to be 4 6 ups. No, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 dead Chaos Warriors all up. Ouch. Chaos Warriors into those 2 Sequitors. So we're going to need 3s to hit. And 3s to wound. That is 3 armor saves. There's 3 fails, so that will kill those Sequitors. And then the Arcanum's going to attack, so 4 attacks with his Aether Stave. 3s to hit, but it is his best day ever, so 2s to wound.
Ran 1.
Pass both.
Okay.
And then the Griff Charger.
3s.
And then 2s. That's a mortal wound there, so 1 mortal wound in addition.
And then ran 2.
Failed all them, and then I've got no, so that's just going to be mortal. I get a 5 up. Failed, so it's going to be another 2 dead. And then you've just got your last 2 Sequitors to go. So, Sequitors now into the Chaos Warriors.
They got exploding.
Yep, so 5 attacks between them because you've got a prime there as well. So 3s to hit, 6 to explode. So that's 4 hits. And 3s to wound. Just 1. Passed it. I did lose 6 Chaos Warriors. I'm gonna use my last command point to make them Battle Shock immune. So we're gonna have to play out the last turn of this game. You didn't get your battle tactic because you didn't destroy them, but you do take control of the central objective, so you get a point this turn. Alrighty, so priority. This is gonna be a big one for turn 5. Let's see. Tzeentch got a 3. Stormcast got a 3. You just went, so it's going to be Tzeentch's turn. I'm going to take it. And so, we're just going to call it there because it's going to be a draw, like a perfect draw. Actually, no. It will not be a perfect draw. Because that unit there of Sequitors is your original Battleline unit, correct? Because it was the other unit that came back. So, you're going to win on grand strategy because I don't complete mine because I have no wizards from my starting army left on the table. So my grand strategy is not complete of prize sorcery, but you will have hold the line because your Battleline Sequitors, they were one of the original units in your army, are on the table. Because what will happen is I'll go remove them, I'll get 3 points. I've got no battle attacks I can complete. Same for him, he can complete 3 points because he can go kill 2 Chaos Warriors or just simply outnumber them with 2 Sequitors on this one, wherever I go. And so he'll get 3 points as well. And so, yeah, the game will end in a Stormcast victory based on grand strategy. Because we'll be tied on points. Good game, man. And so, that's the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And let us know what you enjoyed about the video down in the comments below. Also, if you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine little community we've got going here at Sinful Gaming, you can do so by following the link in the description of the video to our Discord server. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel in another way, you can follow one of the links in the description of the YouTube video as well to either Patreon, YouTube members, or our merch store on Teespring, all of which you can do to help support the channel. We'd like to give a shout out to everyone who helps support the channel via Patreon and YouTube members. So a special shout out to our Patreons: Christian Weir, James Soren, Casborn, AJC, Kenny Lowe, Alarin Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Pure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Donut226, Anton Nielsen, and JJ Austrian. And a special shout out to our YouTube members as well: Green Ridge Gaming, Kenton Young, Steve T, The Real Z, Chris Wallace, 2i12, Vinny, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, and Revan R. Special note as well, our YouTube members, when we do live streams, you will get access to some cool little emojis specifically for you. Lastly, a special thanks to, first of all, Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork on the channel. You see all the pictures for the image logo you can see below it there, and all, you know, the Battle Report channel art and all that sort of stuff. Amazing artwork. You can definitely go follow her on Instagram. And a special shout out to Xmorphic as well. He does all the background work for our Discord server, making sure it all sort of ticks, because I am completely and utterly clueless in that department. With that said though, thank you all again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay safe everyone, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.